Hi, my name's Kate Taylor and I'm Regional Educator for Gemma Lambert's The Nail Team, and today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial for bling and some detailed gel art. So first of all, I'm just going to get myself ready, and I've got a display tip, and I'm going to be using my NSI Crystal Clear and Rose Blush, and also Glam & Glitz Make Wave, which is a beautiful blue colour. I've also got the Nail Team Bling box, and I've picked out which gem I'm going to use. I've got myself some tweezers as well. I'm also going to be using the Nail Team's glitter called Crystal Shine, which is a beautiful glitter. I use it quite a lot for weddings, and it's from the Sparkling Glitters range. I'll be using my Perfect Nails size 12 acrylic brush as well. So the first step I'm going to take is to use some rose blush, very wet, just for design purposes, and quite thin because I'll be encapsulating this, just along the display tip. Blend it back onto itself so you don't see a line. And then I'm taking my Glam & Glitz Make a Wave acrylic powder, and with the tip of my brush just gently waving it through the rose blush so it just sort of merges in together. And then with the Crystal Shine glitter, I'm going to use the point of my brush to tap it into places along the swirl that I created with the Glam & Glitz acrylic powder. Once I'm happy with this, I'm going to get my NSI Totally Clear powder and place a cuticle bead on. If you were doing this on a real person, you would of course put your apex in and make the structure of the nail with this layer of acrylic. But just for design purposes, I'm just doing a thin layer to encapsulate the colour and the glitter, making sure that it's all covered, because you don't want to file through your design. We just want something quite pale in the background because the bling and the gel art will make the rest of the nail pop out once we've done this. So once you're happy that's all encapsulated, you just need to wait for the product to set, and once it has completely cured, I'm going to use my 150 NSI Durafile and give it a good file, just removing any lumps and bumps, and if there's any little bits sticking out, I'll get rid of them as well. Once this is done, I'm going to be using Perfect Nails Flexi Gel Top Coat. The shine on this is amazing. It does have a sticky layer, so you will need to remove it once it's come out of its 60-second in the lamp. To remove the sticky layer, I'm going to be using NSI Cleanse, and that'll just remove that for you. This is my Perfect Nails number 4 3D acrylic brush, which I'll be using to apply a small bead on the back of the bling, but I'll show you how to do that now. It's quite fiddly, and I do try it with tweezers and also with my fingers, but as you can see, they are fiddly, so you do need to make sure you've got a proper hold of it. I'm going to remove my cleanse now, and then I'm just going to have a little look on the nail tip and see where I'd like to place my bling before I actually put the acrylic on. And here you go, try and tweak it, and it falls off. Oh, it's so annoying. So I've got a good grip of it, and I'm going into my Totally Clear again. I've got the bead quite dry because I don't want this running everywhere, but you don't want to use a huge amount that it's squirting out the sides and covering the nail. You just need to have a small to medium bead, making sure that the back of the bling is completely full. Once it's all in place, I'll place it onto the display tip and give it a good squeeze down. And any of the acrylic that is coming through at the sides of the bling, I will just pat into place and remove excess. By doing this, you're causing a tight seal between the display tip and the bling, so there's no chance of getting anything in. My clients wear these all the time, and they do go anywhere up to 4 weeks without losing them, so that once they're on, and they are really hard to get off as well. They do take a bit of wiggling. So now I'm happy that this is securely in place, and I filled all any little gaps around the outside with acrylic powder. I'm just going to get my stuff ready to do some detail work with some gel. For my detail work, I'm going to be using Crystal Nails Royal Gel, and my Crystal Nails Barbara 2 brush, which is my favourite design brush. This is a beautiful royal blue. Again, you don't need top coat on this, so it can be cured in the lamp and then ready to go. Your clients are ready to go. You don't need to top coat this. So here's my Barbara 2 brush. I have a separate one for gel art and a separate one for one stroke. This is my gel one. I'm going to dip my detail brush into the royal gel and carefully do some detail work. So to create the thickness on the top of the swirl, I'm pressing down harder, and then as I'm flicking outwards, I'm gently lifting the brush upwards, and this gives you the thickness going into thin. Oops, nearly dropped it. I just keep checking where I want to add more detail in, so I'm pressing harder on the outside and thinner on the inside. And then I'm just dragging through the wet gel at the thickness part with the tip of my brush, just to create some little flicks coming out of this for extra detail. And as you can see already, it really is making that bling pop out. I'm just adding some little dots. Try not to put your hand in your detail work. If you're not confident of putting all the gel art on straight away, I would advise you to flash cure this in your lamp. It just saves you smudging anything pretty that you've already done, which can be quite frustrating. So just added a little bit more, so I've gone around the outside of the bling around the acrylic, which hides that little bit of acrylic that you might be able to see. So it looks like it's a proper jewel. Add some more little dots coming off. Hopefully you'll be able to see them. And then I'm popping this into my jewel lamp for 60 seconds. Again, the royal gel doesn't have a sticky layer, so once it's out the lamp, it is ready just to go. So you just need to cuticle oil and off you go. And I'll show you the finished product in a second. I'll just tidy some stuff up away on my desk as well. Like I said with the bling, once it's on, it's on. When you want to come to remove it, you will need to get some old cuticle nippers to try and get underneath that piece of acrylic. And there is the finished design. And I hope you enjoy this. If you've got any questions, then please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. Thank you. Bye.